Okay, so the next little graph, what we're doing is we have some census data here, and we're going to take a subset of this census data, and we're going to kind of do a little bit of a summary. We're going to give a summary of the marital status of people who are not high school graduates. And we're going to do it with a pie chart, and we're going to do it with a bar chart. And we can see here that we've got, basically, we're only really dealing with this column because this is pretty simple, pretty standard demographic data. We've got some kind of socioeconomic variables. We've got demographic variables. And we're looking at not a high school grad, and we're looking at marital status. So this is really just the information that we need here, this little kind of subset of the table. So let's insert, and let's go to pie chart. Here we go. Now let's just move it up a little bit and move it down and make it a little bit larger. And let's just type in the title before we do anything else. Now, interestingly, the book is pretty down on pie charts. It says, no, they're not good things. I kind of feel that pie charts, as long as that you're not over cluttering them and they're showing kind of quite a simple categorical distribution, are fine. When I worked in industry, I had lots of occasions when I tried to do some really complex reports and analytics, and realities, all my boss wanted was an actual pie chart. So it's good to be able to know how to do them. And again, there's lots of kind of different formats you can do here. Let's just kind of have a look at everything. We've got the legend here. We could also have the legend. This was actually quite nice, where we've got the different categories within. We can also have the percentages. So we have lots of different ways of displaying it. Let's actually just pick this one. And what I thought was quite interesting is when you pick one, you can actually get kind of, similar ones next to it again. So it's almost adaptive. So here, I don't think we had this opportunity before, but we can actually see this is the kind of the final one we want. Now appears, now we've got the category names in the pie. We can see others with the category names in the pie. And again, you could do something very similar with the quick layout, which will give you different ways of, laying out the function. We've got the raw numbers, the percentages, etc., etc. We're not going to do that. We'll just stick with the chart styles tab. So I think that's pretty much it. Oh yeah, we'll just do the one with the white background, and I'll just move this. We can't quite fit all give it everything in here, but let's just move this up a little bit so we can see that this is married. I didn't make that any better, but there we go. Married, spouse, absent. We could actually make the graph a little bit bigger, and hopefully the text would fit in a little bit more. And that's pretty much it for the pie chart. So next we're going to take exactly the same information and we're going to do it in kind of bar graph format. So we still have the information. So let's just select it again. And we're going to insert and just insert the bar graph that we did before. And let's just move it to the right, way past my pie chart. And the chart will be, and away. I mean, the book kind of uses this to say this is better than a pie chart, but again, you can't see the actual proportions quite as well in this graph. So it really is kind of just personal preference, I think. I'm not gonna knock any points off in your kind of project if you do a pie chart. Maybe if you just do pie charts and don't do any analyses, but I see nothing wrong with a pie chart. Okay, and they actually have their little, so add the chart elements. They actually have a data table with the legend keys. So we put this in here. And notice here it's got the series. So let's just go back to the select data. We call that series 1. So we're just going to change the series name to marital status, just to make it look a little bit nicer. Click OK. There we go. And we're going to do Add chart element for the vertical axis, axis titles, primary vertical. We're just going to say people count. And since we've got like marital status in my table, I don't really need to add an additional axis for that. So that's fine. Okay, that's the two different slightly contrasting graphs.